and welcome back to part 2 of 3 Zia Mia's storytelling times. Don't you love that Statue of Liberty? It's always sure to bring a special emotion. Yes, the Statue of Liberty is a wonderful sight to behold, and I often think, though, about the time when there was nothing to see there in New York Harbor. And I think about the Italian explorers that made a difference back in the 15th century, starting with Christopher Columbus, another one, Amerigo Vespucci, and that is how America really got the name. And I'm thinking about Giovanni Verrazano, a guy from Italy, Tuscany, very close to where Gelsomina lived. And he first crossed the Atlantic, went a little south, and landed in the Cape Fear area. Well, this guy, Giovanni Verrazano, was a great explorer, and it was there in the Cape Fear area, which is Wilmington, North Carolina, that he first set foot on North American soil, the first European. He then continued further north and during a storm sought shelter in this wonderful harbor that is now known as the New York Harbor. And New York City has honored him in a very special way. Yes, that Verrazano Bridge connects Staten Island to Brooklyn. And if you've ever done the New York Marathon, you've been there. But who else has been to New York City? Do you realize that there are a number of boroughs that comprise New York City? I think some of you know that. To begin with the letter B, the Bronx and Brooklyn. And to our islands, Manhattan Island and Staten Island. And this one is easy to remember. Think of royalty, Queens. No, Gelsomina didn't run the New York Marathon, but one of her granddaughters did. And we have visited family and enjoyed the scenes and sights of New York City today. However, when Gelsomina arrived in 1902, it was quite the different scene. So let's imagine what Gelsomina might have seen if she was staying in New York City in 1902. Many immigrants from many nations arrived into New York City in various boroughs, but Manhattan seemed to have quite a few Italians located in what is referred to as Little Italy. However, living in densely populated areas wasn't quite the idyllic scene as a farm back in Italy for Gelsomina. The reality of a new beginning wasn't always wonderful for immigrants coming to America. Many had to worry about overcrowding in tenements. Conveniences like indoor plumbing wasn't available to all, and children were often used as laborers even in the home. Their homework could consist of making flowers, shelling peanuts, sewing. Money was an important factor. Emilia had taken care of money issues for Gelsomina and had her ticket paid for. So it was time to get on board and to travel on the Pennsy from New York through the Midwest, arriving into Chicago. And that trip took her over 24 hours, and who knew who she met. But once in Chicago, she was able to easily transfer to the train that was going to head north into the wooded wonderland of Michigan. Well, I have enjoyed sharing some of my family's history with you. I hope you've been doing a little research and learning a little bit more about your ancestry. So come on back for part 3 next Tuesday, the 26th, and learn a little bit about Gelsomina arriving safely in the Copper Country. Hope to see you then.